I met Miki was at our radio show. She came into the station and instantly you could feel the warmth that came from her. She's very genuine, very authentic, and not really knowing what to expect. She sat down, my co-host and I started interviewing her, and she shared what she does about being able to be in contact with the Archangels, with your spirit team, your guides, and also with deceased loved ones. And you know, everyone's a little skeptical. I mean, there's so many frauds out there and there's so many people that'll take advantage of you, but Miki was different, and I instantly recognized that when she made notice of my father, who had passed away now nearly 4 years ago, that he was in the room and had messages for me. Messages that nobody else would have known, and certainly not her, because I had only met her 10 minutes earlier and she knew nothing about me. There was definitely a lot of affirmation with regard to who she was and what she had to share. And that's what provoked me to, out of curiosity, to go spend some more time with her. And so the first reading that I had with Miki was remarkable. And you leave there, I left there euphoric. I left there doing the things instinctively that I knew were right, but hadn't been doing them because I questioned myself. One of the things that she said to me was, you like to go to the grave, you're a cemetery goer. And the answer is, yeah, I had spent 3 years going to visit my father every month because I felt like that's what my dad would have wanted me to do. He used to tease me about that as I was growing up. And she said to me, you know, your father is here right now, and he says, you don't need to go. I'm with you all the time. And I don't think I've been back since, if maybe once, since I've met with Miki about that, because I realize now that I don't need to be in the cemetery to be close to my father, that my father's with me all the time.
So I was actually referred to Miki by a friend of mine who was really impressed. And I tell you what, in the reading with Miki was the most spiritual experience I've ever had. So she's explaining the whole time what everything means, and then my mom passed a number of years ago, and having that part of it in the reading was really great because it was very comforting. My mom passed away 10 years ago, and when in the reading with Miki, when my mom came into the room, it was so cool because, not knowing my mom, of course, she described her to the T. It was just so my mom. And it was really comforting having her there. And what she had said was that she could hardly hear her. And it was funny to me because my mom was such a quiet person, and she hardly ever spoke. And when she did speak, it was really soft and gentle. And so to have that, and as you know, Miki's telling me, well, I can hardly hear her. But then by the end of the reading, she said, your mom's more in the room now, and she's happy, and she's talking more, and it was really cool.
So I met Miki about a year ago. She actually came into my radio show, only2degrees.com, and did an interview with us. She actually gave us a reading right there on the spot, which was overpowering, to say the least. It was overwhelming and exciting, and it just led me to want to meet with her again. So we went up, or I went up with some two friends of mine, and we did about a 3-hour reading in her office with her, and it was just amazing what she shared with us about our guides and our angels, and the people that are supporting us that we can't necessarily see but are here. I was probably a little bit skeptical at first, but by the end of the meeting, I couldn't believe all the things that she shared with us, and I think it was more she probably, I don't even know the word for it, she added value to all the things you already feel inside, kind of your gut feelings or your instincts. She really validated those feelings, that you can go ahead and trust those, and to move forward with different avenues of your life, including everything, including my work, my personal life, friendships, businesses that I have. So meeting with her was very reaffirming for all the things that I wanted to do going forward. And Miki definitely put a stamp of approval on a lot of things. And, and she made me change directions on a few things that I had questions on.
There are moments in life that everything's clear. It's like this moment of clarity where every part of you connects and it all makes sense. And I think that for me, after I sat down, had my first reading with Miki, was the most life-changing part of it for me. Some tips about going to have a reading with Miki. It really is, don't go in with expectations, and really just show up and be present and listen to your messages, and don't judge them, just accept them and understand that Miki comes from a place of love, and that your whole team just loves you so much. And you know, she's that vehicle that allows your team to express that to you, and to remind you that you're not alone, and to remind you to stay focused and stay on that path, and that you're going to be fine.